Hi, Joe here, Woolly Cottage. It's that time of the month and I know I haven't been uploading as many videos recently. I've had to just take a step back and just prioritise some bits and pieces in my working schedule. I did mention this on my live chat yesterday, so I don't want to repeat myself, but just in case you don't watch those, that's fine. To be fair, I've got about 116 videos on my YouTube. And I'm going to go and have a look through them all and revise some of the ones that I think I could redo now that I've been doing this for about a year now. I've been on YouTube showing what I do and how I make my blends up and things like that, and giving you guys some hints and tips to be able to do it yourself at home. Hopefully not take any sales away from me. So yeah, I always do, regardless of what I'm going through in my private life. I always do my Batty clubs. I always show you what this month's theme is. So this month is really lovely. It's Llama. Now I have done a Llama merino, only because the Llama is such a flighty, airy fibre. It doesn't have crimp or anything like that. Imagine it a bit like human hair. So you need to add it to something to give it a bit of structure to spin up or to work with. It's really lovely. It's so versatile, and it's one of those brilliant fibres, very similar to the alpaca, that keeps you cool in the summer but really warm in the winter. So it's one of those items that if you're spinning with it and you want to make a garment with it, like a cardigan or a shawl or a jumper, it's going to have the most gorgeous drape to it. It's a very luxurious fibre to work with. So it's like one of those really posh cardigans you can have, and stick a little bit of bling in there, and it's something you can wear in the evenings if you're going out at night time for a dinner or something like that. So I've actually added some locks with it this time round. So I've got some short Wensleydale locks that just look absolutely perfect with it. So this is the bat that I've made up, and I would say is about 65 to 30, no, it'll be 55 to 45 merino to alpaca. And you may end up with a slight halo on it. I do love to spin with it. Weaving with it can be a bit sticky, but that's not to say you can't, because I've got my weaving project downstairs, and that's got alpaca, is it alpaca, merino and flax with silk in that blend. And it is a little bit sticky to weave with, but it is possible, you can do it. You just got to be a little bit patient. And as Mr. Phil always says, Joe has no patience. So if I can work with it, you can. But I've added a little teal in there just to give it a different dimension, and you're only going to get little pops out of it. And it's got this lovely maroony colour. It's got this rose pink. It's got baby pink blended through, like a dusky pink, and it's just really, really lovely. And you'll see me blending this up in a minute. And it made me think, because this is an order for one of this is actually last month's Batty Club, and this is one that was ordered last month for my friend, and she asked me to put it to one side for her until this month's comes, because she was away. So when you look at the both of them, they're like, it dawned on me yesterday when I was blending them up, is a darker version of that. So this is mostly teal with a bit of maroon in it, and then that's the pinks and hints of maroon in there with a dash of teal. So happen chance, who knows? But I spotted that, I went, oh crikey, I've done a negative and a positive version of two colour themes. But if you've still got your bat from last month, you might be coming up with a plan sometime this month for spinning with. So yeah, I mean, it'd make the most amazing fractal spin if you were to spin these off together. But I haven't done, I'll put that one away. I haven't done this as a fractal spin. I've done a fractal blend. I've gone a little bit freestyle with it. I've just done it, I say willy-nilly. I've just really just played around a little bit, and I'll show you now how I've done it and what I've come up with. And I'll just go through what I've used in there. The stitch markers I shall show you now from Heather at Flame Knits are this reddy coloured with this jade green and then this dusky blue. To be fair, it's my fault. I sent her the wrong picture this month to remind her what colours were for this month. So that's why. But they're very similar and they are lovely. Just as good a quality as ever. Not quite matching what we've made, but they still look lovely. My error. been one of those months, you know, one of those months where no matter what you seem to do, you still seem to balls it up. Right, so I have got 23 micron merino. You have to move, love. So I'm just going to split that up into two parts because it's two bats that I'm making. So I'm just going to plonk that in my basket. And then out of that, I have got quite a bit, which I've got to sit and split up now. So that's the colour of the Llama merino blend. So I need to split that in half. And there's more of it here. Ooh. And it's quite a heavy wool when it's done like this. It is very heavy. It's got a fair bit of weight for it. For the amount that's there, it makes up nearly half the weight of the bat on its own. And then I've got this lovely merino. I mean, look at that in comparison to what I've just split up then. Then I've got this baby pink, which looks really lovely together. The colours that I wouldn't normally go for, but I thought, well, we're going into spring. I mean, up here in Cumbria on the coast, we've had the best part of 4 days of sunshine, and I have got so many jobs done outside. I even got the hammer and chisel out yesterday, started taking the concrete off my front wall. Right, so we've got some viscose top, the pink one. So I'm adding that in there. And then some more Llama dyed pink. And then, a little bit more Llama blend. I'm going to split this one in half because I used this split half on my last roll. And then a dash of this lovely cerulean, call it teal, cerulean blue, cerulean green. It looks more blue to me than it does anything else. So that's what I've got so far. So I will turn you around and you can see me blending it up. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to use some of the natural merino and just get that in there. Okay, and then I'm going to add in one of these strands of the merino Llama or Llama merino blend. And I forgot to mention, I actually have some of this Llama that I dyed up ages ago. So I'm going to add that in there as well. And it's a similar colours. It's got the dusky damson in there. So I'm just going to add that on in this layer here. Add another layer of my merino. Just give that a little bit of a bat down. And then I'm just going to hold on to the length of my roving here. I've split this in half and I'm literally just going to drag it along the back like so. And the same with the dusky, I think it's more of a light raspberry, like a raspberry coulis sort of colour. And just ever so gently put that on there, and then a dusky ballerina pink coloured merino. Okay, so I've done that. Now I'm going to get a little bit of this cerulean blue and I'm going to just paint that on the back there. There we go. And again, repeat. Actually, was it one next one? No. Put this on next. On top of there. Do you know, I did these ones yesterday. I did all of them yesterday and should have remembered. Right, so there goes on another layer of the Llama merino blend. Now I'm going to go on with a layer of merino. Save that alpaca pink, but I'm going to add in this viscose. So there's just the tiniest little touch of texture, just to give it a bit of character. And then next I want to add on another no, it's not another layer, it's this one next. the next layer of the merino natural. Splay that out a little bit so it doesn't clump up as I'm carding it. Then the other chunky section of Llama blend. Llama dyes up so lovely. It's got the most muted dusky tones when you dye with it. Kid mohair has the same similar properties as well. When you're dyeing that, you do get more of a dusky tone. Okay, so that's that done. Next is to add on the damson or the merlot or the deep burgundy or whatever colour you want to call it. Right, one, then this colour, this raspberry pink. Okay, and then the ballerina. Cerulean blue, but I want to save a bit of this for my top layer. I'm going to put a bit there and there. The little piece that I split in half, this is now going on the top again. My llama pink, I'm going to add in that. And then lastly, a bit more of the cerulean blue. And that is it. How simple can you be, Joe? I had so many to do this week. I kind of doing like 14 or 16 of them for each, or 2 for each order. So I was looking for something that I wouldn't have to spend a lot of time weighing out and getting just perfect. But I wanted it to look pretty as well, so I thought, oh, I'll just go freestyle with my bat this month, which is not something I do that often when it comes to my Batty Club. I always try and look for a way, because some of my customers are felters, so they like to just pull apart the colour sections that they want to work with, as well as spinners that can create different ways of actually preparing the bat to spin with, whether they want to do fractal or striping or whatever. So there we go. So that's it out. You just give it a bit of a waft. And there we go. 1 March Batty Club. So I'm just going to get on with the rest of it. You fast forward it and I'll have a little chat with you at the end. So there we go, Batty Club for this March with some Wensleydale short locks, the sweets, stitch markers. There we have it. So yep, short video this week. I do apologise, and it's not the lack of interest. I've just got loads of things going on in the background at the moment, trying to just tweak my working month so I can get a week off in the month. I was literally, for the last, I would say 2.5, 3 years, I've been working like 7-day weeks, 6-day weeks, and not having any time off in the month. So I'm trying to prioritise that every 3 weeks within the month there will be like listings for mini bats and 100-gram bats, or it could be rovings, large bats on the following week. And then I've started dyeing yarns again, so I have got new listings for yarns on my website as well as my art yarns. I am going to modify my art yarns and bring down the yardage on them and not sell them as singles, and that will bring down the price as well, so it becomes a bit more affordable. So I've got that to do this week. I've had to print up a load of new bandy labels to go with them. So I'll be getting that sorted out, and they'll be going back on the website amended with a different pricing. Yarns are on the shop, so I'll be dyeing them up next week for the week after. And I've got my Easter bundles to get sorted next week. So there'll be no actual new listings on Monday next week. It will be amended pricings. You may see some things being reduced as well, some old stock that needs to get moved and cleared, but I'll announce that on Monday on my Instagram update. But yeah, so if you get your Batty Clubs, thank you very much for supporting me. If you'd like to order Batty Clubs, if you go onto the website, at the top of the page on the home screen you've got the menu box, and in there it says monthly subscriptions. Now it'll take you to a completely different department on the website. It's not the shop, so you cannot use a discount code on there. It won't allow you. You generally have to put that through as a single purchase, and then if there is anything on the website that you want to buy, then you have to just go back in there and then use your VIP subscription code. If you don't already subscribe to Willie Cottage, go and pop on there and I will send you out the 10% discount code that you can use anytime that you're on the website, whether it's twice a week, once a month, every other week, whenever. I tell you, it really, what it does is it'll end up taking off your postage for you. That general amount of money comes off on a certain purchases. I'm trying to think what else. So Batty Clubs are £21.50 at the moment. There is price increases with Royal Mail. Their postage is going up next month, but I'm hoping I won't have to amend that because I already charged £3.50 for second class stamp, postage and packaging. So that's my organza bags and the packaging that everything comes in. So that takes that into an equation. So I'm hoping I won't have to increase that and wait for the new pricing to come out. But yeah, so you take care of yourselves. I will make every attempt to do an upload. I might do a breed study in about a fortnight's time. I have got some Dutch spotted fleece that I could really do with getting processed and washed from the Orkney Shepherdess. So I might do that in a fortnight's time for a YouTube upload. There won't be any live chat next Wednesday. I have got solar panel engineers coming out next Wednesday, so there'll just be an absolute distraction. So live chat from Weaving Swag Along will be a week next Wednesday. So thank you very much for all your support. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully my working weeks will start to feel less bizarre. So take care of yourselves again. Bye.